can't touch this. 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 Can't touch this.
Welcome to Big Flop Shirt, the ultimate podcast for Baltimore's beloved Ravens. I'm Shells, the Hoodie Mac, and I'm here with my player partner, Trey Holiday.
Trey, I still love the Ravens. Holiday.
Man, and we're pumped to dive into week one of the Ravens with you. We're going to talk about that gritty battle, some off the field analysis, and we're going to break down everything about the Purple Pride. Whether you're a diehard fan or a casual observer, join us as we discuss the latest news, debate the toughest topics, and celebrate the spirit of the Baltimore Ravens. So grab your black and purple gear and let's get this flock shit flying, because we need to. You can catch us every Wednesday at 8:15. Be sure to subscribe and stay up to date on all the Ravens actions. And remember, purple supposed to reign supreme.
Suppose to reign supreme.
Oh man. Hey brother, how you start off? How you feeling today, man?
You know, I'm a lot better than I was 2 days ago, my brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we can say that. I agree with you.
Than I was 2 days ago. But regardless, I'm extremely blessed and highly favored. To God be the glory.
Yes, sir. Same here, brother. Let's get right into it.
Yes,
The
sir.
Baltimore Ravens fell short to the Buffalo Bills 41-40 on Sunday Night Football this past Sunday, week one. I want to start with this question as far as what do you think was the key factors that led to the Bills getting that win over the Ravens?
Key factors. Well, I can't deny the Derrick Henry fumble. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But the Derrick Henry fumble was almost like when a motherfucker fall off the ladder and then everything on top of it fall on top of him. You feel me? As you have stated a long time now, it's just coaching decisions, bro. You feel me? It just seemed to be coaching decisions that continue to be a big factor that just even put us in positions where the Derrick Henry fumble was such a monstrosity, in my opinion. What you think, bro?
For me, the Derrick Henry fumble did not help. I wasn't all that upset because we were still up by a few scores at that time. And also, he had a phenomenal game up to that point. The boy was looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I am going to have to agree with you as far as like coaching decisions and the end of the game in the fourth quarter. We have to figure out a way to stay aggressive on both sides of the football, offense and defense, and just not, just assume that we're going to just win the game. We got to start finishing games. The key factor to me is finishing. We got to find out a way to finish these games out, because we can look at any games that we lose like this. It's always something different. But the main thing is we probably mismanaged the clock at the end of the game, or we did something and we didn't put our players in serious positions to where now they really do have to press. So yeah, that was one of the major things. I'm just like, come on, man. Like, we really, really have to focus for 60 minutes. And I don't understand it. Like one thing, like watching that Hard Knocks of the North,
Mm-hmm.
it really gave me
Mm-hmm.
some perspective on how other teams look at us, especially teams that play us twice a year. And one thing that really stuck out to me for real is when Mike Tomlin said, "These guys never play 4 quarters. They never play 4 quarters." And that's what it seems like to be our kryptonite. We, for some reason, we cannot play 4 quarters. It's like we try to get up enough in 3 quarters that we can just cruise and chill the fourth quarter. But as you can see, that stuff kind of like comes back to bite us in the ass. For real. And man, you
Right.
got anything else
So,
to add to this?
um, yeah, bro. I mean, I'm sure at some point we're gonna talk about it, but I did have I had like a left narrative on some shit though. You feel me? Now
Okay.
this is not even like football related per
Mhm.
se, and I'm not putting the blame on my guy in the sense that he didn't ball the fuck out. You feel me?
Uh huh.
But in my observation and second-minded thought process,
Mhm.
seemed like after Lamar whipped up on that fan, man, shit just started going left. You feel me?
You think the
I ain't
energy that was a
saying,
key factor? That could have been a key factor. The energy
ah,
definitely could have shifted as soon as that altercation happened between Lamar and the fan. Because I'm a big proponent of like momentum.
right,
Momentum means a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? Like when you gain momentum, especially if you're on a roll, we had so much momentum and we gave it away. You know what I'm saying? Losing, not staying focused,
right.
not staying focused. Oh man.
What else you got, bro?
All right. Next thing I want to talk about is what's going on with our secondary.
You
What's going
know,
on? It's a two-part question for both teams. What's going on with our secondary, and do you think the Ravens took advantage of a beat up secondary in the Bills enough?
um, all right, I'm gonna answer your second question first. You feel me? I really just feel like offensively, I don't have no complaints on how we executed for the most part. You feel me? Like maybe some different decisions towards the end that could have to let some more productive plays. But I feel like Lamar was doing whatever he wanted to do, and Derrick Henry was running through shit. So like I don't feel like we failed to take any kind of advantage of that secondary. I feel like we pretty much got what we wanted and they missed some calls. You know what I'm saying? Um, I'm sorry. And what was that? It was the first question again.
The first question was, how do you feel about our secondary play?
Oh man, you know what? I'm not. I'm gonna say this. One thing I kept on hearing was being emphasized in training camp was turnovers and getting the ball. You feel me? And granted, it was early. Granted, Malachi rookie, but he had an opportunity early to make a play. You know what I'm saying? We need those. You feel me? And as we discussed, when we was watching the games, what happens when you have interceptions and you drop them? Motherfuckers go out and score,
Go down and
bro.
score. They go down and
They
score.
got a second life. Oh shit! It was that close. You know what I'm saying?
They
So
play
it's like,
that.
yo,
They
we
pay
got
that much more attention.
right, right. So you gotta take, especially when you got an MVP quarterback. You feel me? Going against you, you can't not take advantage of those opportunities. You know what I'm saying? And I believe it was one more opportunity for an interception. I can't recall who it was that we also like didn't get. You know what I'm saying? We need those things. Outside of that, I don't have no major gripes with the secondary. Only really one person seemed to be getting toasted, and that was Jair. You know what I'm saying?
He was
Jair,
disappointing me.
he didn't practice damn near the whole month of August. You know what I'm saying? He just started practicing last Wednesday, and then he played in Sunday Night Football and got torched. All right, man. I can go back to coaching.
Yeah, bro, I agree with you because it's like, why was he even in there in that high pressure situation during that time with no safety help, and he hasn't practiced? It's really
No
looking
work.
like we don't. It's really looking like we don't know what's going on, and I hate to put this on um Kyle, but it's going to have to be on him. He's going to have to do everything. He's going to literally have to be there. He's going to have to be the coach on the field. He's going to have to make sure everybody's where they are, where they're supposed to be. And you're going to have to help Roquan out because he's slow as hell. He's part of that secondary as well when he drops back into passes. Our middle of the field is butt naked, wide open. Wide open.
You thought about that James Cook play when he broke a Roquan, or did he evade Roquan? I know he broke a Marlin arm tackle. Roquan came up short, you feel me? Ended up taking that shit all the way down to the fucking goal line. If it wasn't for Nate Wiggins' continued effort on the ball, man. But I think Roquan, the same Roquan, and got the deal.
No, because he like 3 years older.
Let me ask you another interesting question, though. Do you think losing Patrick Queen might have affected Roquan Smith?
Um, I think that tandem definitely shined bright together. And since we have not been able to replace that outside linebacker portion with what Patrick Queen actually brought to the team, that's been a void. It's been a void. I had a lot of high hopes for Simpson, but Simpson's another big stocky. He's more like an inside linebacker. We need somebody with some speed that can also cover a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't know what we're gonna do. You feel me? I don't know what we're gonna do. You know what I'm
Me either,
saying?
bro. Me either. But we can't keep on doing what we did on Sunday. I know that.
We can't at all, at all. But we're gonna move on to some other things. You know what I'm saying regarding this Ravens game.
Mm-hmm.
Next thing I want to talk about is the performances of the MVPs. The 2000 last year MVP, the year before MVP. How do you feel about the performance of Lamar Jackson and the performance of Josh Allen? And
Man,
who had the better performance?
you know what's so crazy? Lamar Jackson put on an MVP performance from the stance that he really just did what he wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? Good passes, good decisions, ran when needed to, evaded, all the things we love and expect from Lamar. He did those things. You feel me? It was absolutely a great performance. You feel me? In my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But Josh Allen as well. You feel me? He had an MVP performance. Um, to stay in the game the way he did, um, continue to make things happen for his team. Like if you ask me, I feel like the way Lamar did it, it looked more dominating, but it's no way I can discredit resilient performance by Josh Allen continuing to lead his team and having them make a comeback. You feel me? Like honestly,
Yeah,
bro,
bro.
they were both MVP performances. Or what
I
you
agree.
expect from those quarterbacks. but the bias in me still believes that Lamar makes it look a lot better when he does it. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm gonna
definitely
tell
an
you.
MVP performance by both of those guys.
I'm gonna give you one reason why I agree that Lamar does make it look a lot better. Because Josh Allen doesn't have a 77 on his offensive line. And when you watch that tape of 77 for Lele, when you watch that tape of for Lele from the game on Sunday, you're going to be like, good God, Lamar is the greatest quarterback in ever, the way he just gets away from the pressure. Because the pressure is in his face in 1.2 seconds. He really knows how to evade all the pressure. So it's like, hey, man, he definitely makes it look better. They both put up a great performance. Um, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to Josh Allen for real, because he did what he was supposed to do. If it was my quarterback on the other end, I'd be talking mad shit too. You know what I'm saying? My quarterback just didn't get that opportunity to, you know what I'm saying, be the hero. He played a lot of scared ball.
And that's when I gotta like that do be when I gotta remove my biases, you feel me? And have appreciation for who, Josh Allen is as a quarterback, because he gets it done. You know what I'm saying? He does get it done. And it was a point in time where I'm like, oh my God, you feel me? Like, is this what niggas gonna be doing on our defense all season? But then I gotta remember, like, this is Josh Allen, you feel me? So I gotta give him a little bit credit in that situation, you know what I'm saying? But I really just hate the fact that Lamar gets so much criticism in this game, and his performance was really an opportunity to cut a lot of that criticism out. You feel me? It was almost a false performance. You know what I'm saying? And,
Yeah.
people are going to give it to Josh Allen because his team won, but it's like, bro, like,
And rightfully
his
so, as they should. His team won. You know what I'm saying? But as they normally, the national media normally likes to do, they like to blame Lamar anytime he loses. But as they can say, they don't do that with Joe Burrow, because Joe Burrow was the same. He put up 40 points, and they never ever say that, oh, Joe Burrow got to get. It's always why the defense letting them get 41.
right.
So, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just glad that everybody got to see, like, it's not always Lamar. Lamar goes out and plays his game. He plays the game how he's supposed to play. He plays the game the correct way. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't make all the decisions. He can't make all the decisions. He can't do everything himself. It's a team game. We need the coaches, the whole organization to be on one accord. But he does his part. You got to give him more opportunities. Yeah, man. So
But yeah,
you got one more thing? Go ahead.
no, I'm with you. Go ahead.
No, because the next thing I was going to stick with some player performances, and I just wanted to move over to how impressed she was about with Derrick Henry's performance against the Bills.
If there's
Who would let it
anything,
grade? Would you give him?
I'll have to give him a B plus. You know what I'm saying? And yo really had an A plus, but it's like, all your classwork during the season got you an A plus, but you missed the final. So I gotta give you a B plus instead. You feel me? That's kind of what it comes to. But
Yeah,
man,
man.
a magnificent performance by Derrick Henry, man. I mean, me and you watched the game together, and
Hmm.
everything we were saying was kind of coming to fruition. You know what I'm saying? He continuously making big big gains, you know what I'm saying? Man, he looked like he's ready to have another 1900-yard season if he wants. Let's He looked
Yeah,
like the
bro.
meat.
Man, he was extremely impressive. He looked explosive. He looked no diddy. You know what I mean? Ready to really, really like play football this year. He had one mental lapse. Um, but you know that's also like I said, that's more coaching decisions and like it's not his fault. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
trying to break, you trying to fight off D tackles, 3 or 4 D tackles in the backfield. Like you know he
And,
trying to
and,
fight for more yards. What you gonna do?
and listen though. Why so much? Where was the running lanes at? You know what I'm saying? Why was that guy able to advance on him? You know, things could have been done. You got to secure the ball. That's your job. You know what I'm saying? But on the same token, yeah, it's a team sport, man.
It's a team sport.
It's
It's
a team.
definitely a team sport. We didn't get much, you know. Well, I guess we got some impact from Zay. Zay had a good game, touchdown. Think of it over
Hell,
100 yards, but it was so quiet. It was so quiet.
hell, he had like a Russell Westbrook type of game. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, you had the numbers, but it was very quiet. You scored,
It was
you know what I'm
quiet.
saying?
You couldn't really feel
But
the impact.
we didn't, not at all. You feel me? Not at all. Not at all. But yeah, minimal impact.
Totally no impact from Bate and Andrews. He may
Right,
got two
right.
catches between the two of them,
Both of them. Agreed.
under 10 yards, maybe. So
Agreed.
that's definitely, you know what I mean? Like when you really think about it, that's not going to be enough to get it done with the type of team we got because that clearly shows that we took our foot off the gas. It clearly shows if our players don't have no stats, we are running dives
Right.
or we putting in backup guys too early, which can also happen. You tell a guy,
Yeah.
yeah, your day done, and you know some people like once they're mental, like you got to be like mentally wired to play football a certain way. So like once you cut that off a little bit or relax, it's hard to get that rev back up. And then now we looking at this team, and now the other team just keeps scoring and scoring and scoring, and we like, yo, why they keep letting them score? It's like, bro, they trying to play catch up in your mind, and you play football, so you already know how that go. When you check out and then you trying to check back in,
It's hard. You said it earlier. It's momentum, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's
it's
momentum.
momentum. Yeah,
It's like you start jogging, and niggas behind you still sprinting. Now you see them, but like now you got to get back up to your sprint because you jogging.
yeah, yeah. What's really going to bring me around to um some of the last topics for the night.
Mm-hmm.
Coaching decisions. First question.
Mm-hmm.
Were there any notable coaching decisions that affected the game's momentum?
Um, I mean, first of all, like remember them all, like all of them would be a little bit tough for me.
So which
Um,
one was stuck, you know what I mean, was that you couldn't forget?
of course, the 4th and 3, everybody talking about the 4th and 3. You feel me? Is a decision. I don't know about that. I can't be like fully mad. You know what I'm saying? Because 3 yards, what position is the opposing team in? If you don't get it, I get all that. You know what I'm saying? But when you got the best player in the league, you feel me, and it's an opportunity to seal the game, I think like, you know, the coaches look like weak a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just look weak in his decision making. You know what I'm saying? And I get believing in your defense, but I also feel like you gotta be realistic. I mean, that they was getting whipped on the whole fourth quarter. Trust the niggas that got you ahead, man. You know what I'm saying? Make a decision. Make a decision.
Trust.
Stand on business, bro. Stand on
Yeah,
business,
bro.
bro.
I agree. He doesn't. He sometimes he looks like he really doesn't know the game or like his what his role is. My thing, like with the 4th and 3, is we up by all these points, but we holding on to timeouts. Why do we have all 3 timeouts? Why don't we ever call a timeout to talk about anything? You know why? Why I feel like that? Because he has nothing to say. He really has nothing to say. He has no way to really help us strategize to win.
Right.
So he just going up to talking in the headset. That's why he in the press conference talking about he didn't have enough time because he need all these other people to help him make a decision. When we just need a coach to say, "Hey, we going for it. Give us your best play," or we not going for it. In defense, y'all better go get a stop. But we're not doing that. It's all like, well, I just tried this, and that's just how the cookie crumbled. That'd be his attitude. And we constantly watch you make constant coaching errors week to week, week to week for years now, since Flacco. And I don't understand it.
Yeah.
I've been saying that
He
he's
got
been an
niggas looking at
8-8
Flacco
coach.
different.
I've been saying he's an 8-8 coach, bro. You know what I'm saying?
So even though like I definitely stayed off of like social media and like football shit for the first couple of days, but I got around to it, and I was watching a video. Somebody was kind of talking about John Harbaugh, but somebody was in a comment, and in the comments they kind of like, oh, like y'all so ungrateful, you got spoiled, like John did this, John did that. And I had to comment back to him, like, oh, it's not about being spoiled. Like, John was the beneficiary of a generational talent that's gonna take the team places just because of who he is. You know what I'm
He
saying?
is
But when you get into competitions with
with
other
other
great talent,
generational talents. And now it's about who's smart enough to strategize the best, who can put their players in the best positions to succeed. And
right,
we're constantly being put in positions where the team has to overcome.
right,
You know what I mean? It's like, yo, you putting them in situations where they gotta overcome when you ain't putting them in positions to succeed. Why don't you already have a play for that time? And that's what I'm saying. Coaches used to prepare for this. They used to prepare for every scenario and already have that ready so they know what the fuck they gonna do when that scenario pops up. Like, what are you doing? That was always my issue with John. And then shit would start spiraling and the camera would go to him and we just had that stupid look on his face.
oh, bro, I'm so glad you just said that,
Stupid look on his
because
face.
I was watching some shit. I really meant to hit the group chat, but I never had a chance to get to it, bro. I am so sick and tired of seeing the John Harbaugh how that happened face. I'm tired of that shit.
How that happened.
I
Yes.
am tired of the John Harbaugh how
How that
that
happened.
happened face. And anybody that's a part of the flock knows that motherfucking face, bro. It pisses me off, bro. Like, you should know how this happened, bro. And when I look at you on the sideline and you look just as confused as me, it's a fucking problem, bro. It's
And
a
then
fucking problem.
you want to know what's even a bigger problem? How you still get in press conferences and be arrogant and talk with your chest out, like, you feel me? Like you really know what the hell you talking about. then you lie. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, yo, do you know what's going on? Like you got this defensive coordinator and you can't even help him. Why would you bring in a defensive coordinator that you can't help? You can only motivate and just tell him, give him a little, but you not. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying Harbaugh don't know football because he definitely know football. You know what I'm saying? What I'm really saying is like for this team, he don't have a voice because we don't have the leaders. He not banking off a culture that he built. He banking off a culture that was already there, and the voices who built that culture are not there no more.
Gone. They gone. Yeah.
They
I
gone.
see.
That whole energy is gone. It's gone. So it's like
I
it's a whole
see.
new energy, and you still trying to feed into somebody else's energy.
Piggybacking. I seen something today also on social media, and it was basically just saying like it's not that John Harbaugh not a good coach. He just not the right coach for the talent that's on the team right
For
now. And
the
I thought
talent that's
I
on the
could I
team.
could I could definitely agree with that. Like yo,
For the
niggas got
talent that's
on
on the
big
team.
chains. Niggas got big chains. You feel me? Niggas got fronts. They rocking designer. Had the team from Florida, my nigga. Like
Half the team. You know what I'm saying?
Coach
They
Prime
ain't
come save
trying
us.
like yo. No offense. You know what I'm saying? No offense to Christians, but he ain't trying to hit them Bible verses all the time, bro. We not trying to hit them Bible verses all the time. We need some X's and O's, bro. We need the Bible of, you know what I'm saying, the football. We need the football gods. Because everybody's saying the football gods against us right now. And I don't like that. So we need to change. We need to get into the right scriptures.
You gotta
You
change
know
the
what I'm saying?
conversation.
We got to. But before we get on out of here for real, we just got one last question
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna ask. So what do you feel like this game means for the AFC playoff picture?
Um, nothing. Nothing.
You don't think
You
it's
know what I'm
not gonna have
saying?
anything to do with seeding? You think the seeding was still
I
whether the
mean,
game was going either way?
this is you know why I say nothing, bro. Because at this point now, like I seen us go in at one, or was it 1 or 2? When Kansas City had to come here, we was 1 that year, right? Seen
Hmm.
us go in at 1. You know what I'm saying? We didn't get it done. I seen us go in at 2, wild card. You know what I'm saying? So you know, I hate to be redundant, bro, but we're gonna make the playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And whether we beat these teams or not, I don't think it falls on where we play them at. You know what I'm saying? Or I feel like it falls on what kind of adjustments are we gonna make during the game, and the people who make the decisions of how the game is managed. Until we get that right, it don't matter what seed we fall in my opinion. You feel me? It don't matter what seed we fall in. You know, I don't think this loss is going to hinder us from the playoffs. And honestly, bro, like I think we probably still finish with a better record than Buffalo. You know what I'm saying? It's
Hopefully.
just like dumb, it's just dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just dumb shit that
They set it
happens.
up. They set it up for them, yo. All their tough games are at home. So let's see. I hope their division. I know they're not looking like they can, but I was just hoping the division can do something. Um, I am I am a little disappointed we didn't get that win because I definitely would love for, you know what I'm saying, all the playoff games that the Ravens played to be played in Baltimore, um, except for the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? But if they don't go that way, it doesn't matter. We got to win whatever game we got. I actually normally I like going on the road because I feel like Harbaugh knows how to get them a little bit more focused on the road. it's less distractions than at home. But I think they should just be focused every game from here on out, and that's just how it should go. So as of right now, since we ain't do it last time, which let's do a record prediction for the Ravens. We have something to talk about.
You know what's so funny about that? I went into the season thinking like 14-3. You feel me? 13-4 at the most. You know what I'm saying? At the worst.
Mm-hmm.
That game pissed me off so bad on Sunday. At one point, I'm like, man, we going 10-7, nigga. You feel me? 10-7. But you know, I'm gonna still go 13-4, bro. You know what I mean? Hey yo, at the end of the day, and to go back to what I was saying earlier, yo, like offense and Lamar really played great. And every team don't got a Josh Allen. You know what I'm saying?
True.
And if we able to perform like that and put up them kind of numbers, it's a lot
It
of
can
teams in
be.
the league that ain't gonna be capable of doing what Josh Allen was able to do. You feel me?
I
So
concur. Yeah, I agree. I agree. You know what I'm saying? I definitely think we're gonna be around there, around that 14-3. You know what I'm saying? Because I think we
when you
may
lose,
drop another game or two. The 4 game. You know what 4 making me feel like? We lost all our tough games. I don't think we're gonna lose all our tough games. Man, we didn't lost to
hey bro,
Detroit. We didn't lost to. You know what I'm saying?
you know we gonna lose. You know we gonna lose a game we ain't supposed to lose, bro.
That's why I'm saying that's. You know what I mean? That's why I said maybe through 2 more little losses this season.
Like a 12-5, 11-6. Oh, you
No,
said
we
two
only
more
gonna
losses on the season.
this season. Yeah, we don't
Got you,
lose. We
got
don't.
you, got you.
Yeah, I only say it's losing
Got
2 more times. Two
you. Hey, yo,
more blunders.
when you lose the first game, nigga, that kind of like really put a pressure on picking a final record. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I wanted to make it. It seemed a little interesting for real to see how it
Yeah,
go
dog.
from week to
Hey, yo,
week.
but I'm not on waiver from my initial feelings. What you thinking about this game coming up on Sunday though?
I think it's gonna be a party. I think they're gonna come in extremely motivated. Motivated as I don't know what. The defense is gonna shut down the Browns as much as they can, meaning staying under that 20 to 21 points or under. You know what I'm saying? Where they supposed to be. It's 41 point shit. It's crazy. That's double. But anyways, um, I think I see another 200 passing yard day for Lamar. Um, I see another 100 yard plus day for Derrick Henry. The receivers are interchangeable. Whoever Todd wants to get the ball to, I don't know. And I'm not sure if Zay and
Yeah,
them, Big Zay and them coming back.
we talked about a lot, but shout out to D Hop, man. Shout out to D Hop
Definitely.
because
And
we
you
ain't
wanna know
mentioned
what?
that.
I definitely skipped that question during the player performance segment. I sure did skip the receivers because I only talked about Zay a
Yeah,
little bit, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't
yeah.
ask a question about
Cause
who. Yeah, man.
it was still quiet for D Hop, like, but for what
Yep.
his role gonna be on this team, he did exactly what we needed him to do. He made a play.
Exactly. Yes, he did.
He made a
That's what.
fucking big time play for 6
That's why I'm
points.
like, yo, for real. Tyler may not ever need to see the field yet. We need to keep all of. We need to be on kill alert. We need all our killers up there. You know what I'm saying? We need all of them out there to everything is secure to the bag is to the other team quit. That other team didn't have no quit in them. They kept fighting. We really
Yeah,
stop playing before they stop. They before they quit. They didn't even, I could see if they quit and they just started like running the ball and just they want the time to go too. But this nigga trying to like, you cannot make the time. Oh my God. Stay in control of what you can control, John. You cannot control a clock. You can't make the clock go no faster. But you know what you can do? Score fucking touchdowns, nigga. You can score points. Keep scoring points.
When them niggas, that shit before halftime, with the longest 1 second ever, you feel me? The longest 1 second ever lived. That right there should have been the ultimate sign that no matter what, we can't stop putting pressure on these motherfuckers because
we can't stop putting
they
pressure.
is counting on every last second.
They played all 60 minutes.
One more thing.
Mm-hmm. We're going to close on this.
A loot.
Yeah,
that
bro.
That fumble taking a lot of heat off you, bro. Extra points count, my nigga.
We lost by
1 point.
That was a damn motherfucking trend last year too. Our fucking kicker missing
1 point, bro.
Missing the point that we need.
You're the only person on this team that can score 1 point.
Only person.
We lost by. So
yeah,
that shit went to overtime. We be winners straight up.
All in all,
my final thought on that shit.
We 0-1 to start the season. We need to shape up. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? We're going to be here every single week to talk about it. So, with that being said,
shit.
I want to thank y'all for tuning in to Big Fly Shit. Make sure you check us out every Wednesday, 8:15 p.m. around-ish. We be here. Make sure to subscribe, like.
Subscribe.
You know what I'm saying? And all that. I want to thank y'all. And keep up. Did I say subscribe again? I said subscribe already? Yeah.
Subscribe,
Let me say it again. Subscribe. You feel me? To keep up with all the Ravens action here, right here on the Treymatic station.
Can't touch this. 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 Can't touch